Isang napakagandang araw sa ating lahat. Another day, another opportunity for us to see and explore another destination. I am Samantha Aparato, and I will be your charming tour guide for today. It is indeed a great opportunity to be with you on our virtual tour. Even things begin to return to normal, there are still those who are afraid to travel due to health concerns. But don't worry, because today we present to you Marikina City, the home of the best homemade footwear, a treasury, and eatery tour. So let's all watch this.
I was born in Marikina City. My hometown has been a witness to my childhood experience and other experiences in life. Marikina's history provides an interesting glimpse into the events that helped shape its evolution. Marikina emerged as a town of shoemakers. In no time, shoe manufacturing flourished into a multi-million peso industry, earning Marikina the shoe capital of the Philippines. Today, Marikina is a multi-awarded city, often lauded for its vibrant business life, highly skilled workforce, and responsive local government that puts a premium on governance, sustainable urban development, and public services. Marikina will always have a special place in my heart. Ang ganda mo, Marikina.
Alone inside a crowd, 'cause I can't see you anywhere. 'Cause I don't wanna know where I should go. No, I don't wanna let you down. You just wanna know how far I will go, 'cause you know I will stay around. So let me know where to go. So let me know where to go. I wanna find you. I wanna find you.
I bet you're all excited as much as I am because I can't wait to introduce you to the picturesque and enchanting beauty of my hometown, Marikina. But first, let me just give you a few reminders. If you are having difficulties or internet problems, please refresh your tab or re-log in. Also, may I ask everyone who is joining me via Zoom to please mute your microphone? You can find that option at the lower left side of your screen. If you have any question, please submit them in the comment box below or just type it in the comment section after our tour. Now, what are we waiting for? Let's officially begin our tour. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the beautiful Philippines. Philippines is situated in the southeast of Asia. It is with its capital Manila. So Metro Manila is one of the Asia's premier region, composed of 16 cities and one municipality, with major central business districts in the capital of Manila. And that is Makati, Quezon City, Parañaque, Pasay, Muntinlupa, and Taguig City. With its Bonifacio Global City dubbed as the Metros, lifestyle hub. But our tour will take place in one of Manila's municipality. And let me bring you to the Metros East, where the land known for producing high quality handmade footwear in the country is located, and my beloved hometown, Marikina. So it is approximately 11 kilometers away from Manila. The total land area of Marikina is approximately 2,150 hectares. This represents about 3.42% of the total land area of Metro Manila. At present, the city is composed of 16 barangays. Marikina City is a very charming old city on the front lines of urban modernization. Moreover, its financial resources are dispersed throughout the city. It has a growing economy, advanced malls, ancestral houses, and expansive green parks and friendly residents. However, business establishments and commercial facilities are primarily in the southern part, and on the other hand, the northern part has the factories and warehouses. Marikina belongs to the NCR, or the National Capital Region. Today, Marikina City is a multi-warded metropolitan city, often lauded for its vibrant business life, highly skilled workforce, and responsive local government that puts a premium on governance, sustainable urban development, and public service. And now, let me introduce to some of its tourist attractions, specifically our treasured attractions here in Marikina. So, our first attraction is from the dub of the shoe capital of the Philippines. Let me bring you to the Shoe Museum. Okay. So, as the shoe capital, Marikina, of course, has a shoe museum. So, officially, it opened in 2001. So, the shoe museum is located on JP Rizal Street, San Roque, Marikina City. So, this is the street, JP Rizal Street. So, it's very accessible and very neat, I should say. And Marikina and is the shoe museum in Marikina is open from Monday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 50 peso entrance fee. So the shoe museum was very popular because it's not just an ordinary museum. Okay, it has a really significant, specifically on its history. So these are some of yes, this is the entrance. So just like what I'm saying, so the shoe museum was conceived in 1998 on the assumption that the town was then the shoe capital of the Philippines. By then, Mayor Bayani Fernando. The museum was only then officially opened in 2001 and was known as the Footwear Museum of Marikina. Its purpose was to nurture the historical and cultural value of the Philippines shoe industry. So the building where the museum is located is a historical landmark since it was a detention cell for the Filipino during the Filipino-American War. The museum has collections that feature the footwear of the former First Lady, Imelda Marcos. So you can see the picture. This one. Okay. So they also she also have a chest in there. And not only Imelda Marcos, but as well as the shoes owned by the president, vice presidents, mayors, senators, and many others of the Philippines government. So the museum holds shoes made in many different heads of the or materials, I should say, such as made of snake skin, pig skin, sheep skin, and so much more. So I definitely recommend the tour of this museum when you visit Marikina. Okay, this one. Okay, so it's if you're going to look at it, it's not your typical shoes that you can wear every day, right? Okay, so that's for our first museum. And another one, another must visit museum is also a museum, but it's called for a moment. So it's called, okay, so you can say it, Book Museum. Okay, maybe you're wondering, right? Is it more like a library? So let's try to look. What can we see here? Okay, so the Milk Museum is owned by Attorney Domenador Bohain, who is the chairman of the Rex Group of Companies. If you're familiar with Rex, yeah, here in Baguio, we also have a Rex Hall, wherein they also have a library there. So the book collection is his personal collection, owing to his life as a well-traveled travel enthusiast. So the Book Museum and Ethnology Center is divided into three buildings, and it is located, of course, in Marikina. Okay, now let's try to look what we can see inside of it. Okay, here. Right, so of course, it's a book museum. We can see books, but we can also see some different things aside from books. Okay. Now, yeah, just like what I'm saying, it is divided into three buildings occupying around 900 square meters. So the first building contains the book collection. The second and third buildings contain artifacts from Mindanao in the south building and from Cordilleras in the north building. So maybe you're wondering, why do we see something like this? Mhm. And the museum is a good place to stop for all kinds of people, right? Because both for educational purposes and for fun. It also has limited editions, books, small edition books, and other items and artifacts, including totem poles that illustrate Philippine mythology. The book museum showcases Bohain's collections of books, magazines, diaries, and other popular books, such as the smallest book in the world, which is the size of a thumbnail or by 3.3 by 3, and one has to grab a special magnifying glass to read its content. Now, just a trivia, maybe you've seen it while scrolling earlier. So, at the heart of the museum lies a gigantic sculpture of the owner's foot. So, this is what I'm saying. This one. So, this is a representative of his traveling lifestyle. The foot sculpture also fits the shoe theme of Marikina. Of course, earlier it's a shoe museum, but now it's a foot, more like a book museum with a foot representing shoe, the shoe museum or the shoe capital, which is Marikina. Okay, yeah. So, personally, I haven't been here, but yeah, maybe let's we if the time is right, we can visit it personally and not only virtually, right? Okay. That's for the second attraction and still under the treasury. Now let's proceed with the third, still under the treasury is, okay. Mhm. So still a museum. So I'd like to introduce you to the Philippine Science Okay. So, Philippine Science Centrum. Still in Marikina. So, from the word itself, science. Of course, it is the first interactive science center museum in the Philippines. So, primarily engaged in the promotion of science and technology. So, it's not always, or Marikina Museum is not all about historical or something like that, but they also prioritize science and technology. So the museum was launched in February 1990 and it houses over 100 interactive exhibits. Mhm. And um, and then exciting galleries. It also has an ideal venue for a field trip destination where visitors are encouraged to engage in a self-discovery exploration of an interactive exhibits displayed. So it also offers rental of exhibits. Mhm. And what else? And yeah, good for schools and corporate events. So it opens, or the museum is open from Monday through Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So the Philippine Science Centrums is also a flagship program of the Philippine Foundation for Science and Technology. It is also a premier hands-on science center museum in the country, recognized by the Department of Education, the Departments of Science and Technology, and the Department of Tourism, catering for all ages. It is a great place for educational field trips or family and barkada bonding, where visitors can learn about interact with the exhibits. Okay, yeah, this one. So this is the entrance. You can see, yeah, students. This is what I'm saying about a while ago. The activities that you can do inside. Yeah, it's open for all ages, not only for kids, something like that. Not only for students, right? Especially if you're really into science. Yeah, maybe my virtual traits are, very good at science and technology. Well, I recommend you to visit this Philippine Science Center. Okay, now that's for the three museum or the treasury attractions here in Manila, in Marikina. So these are just a few of Marikina's treasured locations, and I hope that we can still discuss more, right? But I just highlighted the most treasured and popular attractions. But now let's proceed to the must-try restaurants in Marikina. So again, let me share my screen. So from the Philippine Science Set Room, let me bring you to the okay, Pande Americana. So yeah, Pande Americana started as a small bake shop, right? From the word is pande. If you're familiar with our famous bread, pandesal, right? So yeah, it started as a bakery and like a bread for breakfast. It offers the Filipino favorite bread for breakfast, pandesal, as well as pande americana or the old style pandesal and loaf bread. Pande americana became famous during the American occupation. So ensaymada and love and Pande Americana is now a sprawling restaurant offering dishes from three provinces in the Philippines: Bicol, Ilocos, and Marikina. So the design is eclectic with a not to be missed windmill outside as well as a boat on top of a tree and hanging a bridge. Okay. Mhm. Okay, this is what I'm saying. The After discussing the design, inside is a collection of the owner's antiques and souvenirs from their travels around the world. So on one wall are old photographs of Filipinos. So for a moment. So this is what I'm saying. The windmill, like the design outside. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. On one wall is the design of the Filipinos, right? And they also have the hanging bridge. This one. Okay. Yeah. Hanging bridge. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. The pictures of the souvenirs, I mean the pictures of the or photographs of the Filipino actors and actresses. While there's also an old. Let's try find it. Yeah, this one. So I guess you're all familiar with this. So this is very Filipina style, right? Mm, there's also an old horse-drawn carriage. This is what I'm saying, or we are popularly known as kalesa. But in this one, you can see that there is no horse at all. It's just a carriage without horse that also on display. A piano, a miniature waterfalls, and a giant chessboard. And yeah, this is one, the giant chessboard. So the restaurant serves sort of a museum with the silent witnesses of the bygone eras. The restaurant is airy of all 700 square meters and can sit up to 300 people. So dining at Pande Americana will not cost you an arm and a leg, with a full meal costing between 200 and 300 pesos only. Okay, I think that's a very budget price or budget meal, especially if you're able to look and to enter and to see different, right? Different themes inside the restaurant. Okay, so from Panda Americana, let's proceed. Oh, Panda Americana, okay, is located in General Ordonez Avenue, Marikina, or Metro Manila, Marikina, Metro Manila. Okay. Now is the from Pande Americana. Let me bring you to a moment. Okay. Okay. Cafe Capitan. Okay, so yeah, this is a restaurant. So let's try to see what can we see here. Okay. So yeah, at Cafe Capitan is like being transported into the past, specifically the Spanish era. So this is not surprising since the restaurant, which opened in February 1995, was housed inside a building that traces its etymology to the Spanish occupation of the Philippines. So yeah, as you can see, like if you've been to Ilocos, specifically in Vegan, right? They have the same structure. So let's try to see inside of the restaurant. Okay. So let me just share with you its some of its historical background. Okay. So it was built around 1887 as the house of Don Lariano Capitan Moy Guevara. Okay, the father of Marikina's shoe industry, Cafe Capitan, serves the Cafe Capitan serves as traditional Spanish and Filipino dishes such as paella valenciana, crab omelette, crispy chicken, pancit canton, and chicken in garlic sauce, which are also bestsellers. So a typical meal would cost you around 250 to 300 pesos, so just like Panda Americana. But if you will look at this, I think it's very, very worth of your budget, right? And of course, it includes drinks, since the restaurant early closes at night at around 6 p.m. In the evening, I should say, it is advisable to call in advance when booking a dinner so that they can extend its closing time. Right? So yeah, you can really feel that you're in the Spanish era because of the structure of the restaurant, right? Of course, our Filipino food pancit. Mhm. Okay, so this is some of the inside of the restaurant. Okay, now let's proceed to the last, should sadly but last attraction for this tour. So from Cafe Capitan Restaurant, let me bring you to okay. Let me bring you to passenger seat. Okay. Let me bring you to passenger seat in Riverbank Center, Marikina. Okay. Okay, Riverbanks. So this is the Riverbank. So Riverbanks is one of the famous attractions. I should say mall. I should say, and yeah. So this is where passenger seat restaurant is located. So you're in luck if traveling the world to collect the cuisines of each nation is on your bucket list. In fact, you don't even have to leave the metro or Metro Manila to accomplish that. Simply because you're way over the passenger seat at Riverbanks Center to get started. So let's try to see the inside of the passenger seat. From the word itself, passenger seat, of course, you can see seats here. And but it's not your typically or ordinary seats. They also have a theme here, right? It's like you're in an airport. I mean, in an airplane, right? And yeah, just like what I said, the owner is the May's original goal was, or the owner of the passenger seat goal is to become a flight attendant, which is why the restaurant is decorated with airplanes. All right. So she decided to open a restaurant with a plane theme with the help of her parents and her boyfriend after graduation because she couldn't pass the requirements for this position. So this was motivated by a similar restaurant in Taiwan that she discovered online, right? So in a sense, you also travel and that restaurant serves as a variety of the dishes from various cuisines. They even give the name of the dishes they serve to specific places like the cleverly named Boodle Flights. Boodle Boodle Fight is spread that come in a various form. The Manila Boodle Fight um is ranging from 585 and yeah, I think it's a very very affordable, specifically if you'll be dining in this kind of restaurant. right? They also have the Palawan meat meal and the Filipinas that combines two additionally sinigang dishes like sambales sinigang and miso and tagaytay. There are also items from other countries, right? Including Brussels burger, chicken wings from Kyoto, nachos from California, and seafood pasta from France. So yeah, it's like you're really in an airplane traveling, tasting these different cuisines from different countries and places around the world. Okay, so let's try to see other picture. Mhm. Life is short. Take time to travel. Yeah, that's why I also take this course because of that. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so that's for the eatery. So for the eatery, we've let me just do some recap. So we discussed Pande Americana Cafe and the passenger seat. And yeah, sadly to say, but that's all for our virtual tour today. It is indeed true that there is so much more to discover in the Philippines. And I hope, my dear virtual tourists, that you appreciate the treasury and eatery attractions in my hometown, Marikina. Now, if you have any questions about our tour, don't hesitate to put them in our comment section and I'll try and gladly answer them. Once again, I'm your charming tour guide for today, Sam. Maraming salamat po. Thank you everyone and have a great day ahead. Bye!